There is a lot more bugs on Vulcanis than I remember. So yeah, welcome back, and there has been an update. And in this update we have the removal of space science and spaceships. So that whole ending in the last video, completely useless. So we have to make a new version of white science, so we're gonna have to make ice through the chemical plant here like so. And in order to research this, we need carbon as well. Carbon is going to be made through sulfur and coal, also through the chemical plants. So we'll be designing that as well. Alright, so let's make an area for the new white science and get to it. First, let's take what white science we had from last before patch and throw in the labs. So for this, we're going to need water, but we need a limited amount of water because the output of the chemical plants produce water and steam. So what we're going to do is make sure the water filters into itself. Normal kind of process in a lot of mods to have this, so this is an easy solution. And then for steam, we're just going to attach it to a turbine like so. And next we have to make the carbon, so this is next coal and sulfur. So we have sulfur up here, we're just going to go up here and attach a coal line back here and put it together. Here's a setup, simple setup, so we're just going to attach that here, and that's all we need for white science. Now we just need the assemblers, so I don't know how many assemblers we need, so we're just going to punch down and have it all work out. Alright, that's a functional white science. Now we can actually progress and clean up. So what I'm thinking is purple and yellow science, so I'll probably build rails down here and throw it up. And meanwhile, we're just going to make purple science on the right side here. We're going to make yellow science on the top. And we're going to start using logistic bots since we have those now, so let's get started with both of those. Now we have a functional purple and yellow science. All labs are running and looking good so far. Next is progress to Vulcanis. And it looks like we have bugs on this planet as well. On this mod, so our standard stuff here looks like. Nothing spectacularly new. So let's start patrolling and progress to the Vulcanis tree and see what we need to get here. First thing we need to do is collect this tungsten. We already triggered it, so next we're going to look at the tree here. And we need calcite, so calcite should be down south somewhere. It's always in the safe zone, so let's go pick that up real quick. And here's the calcite. I've already plugged it into the left side so I can store this stuff without interference. And that's that. So next we have to do the foundries. So we're going to have to collect tungsten and make a small setup for the foundries. We're going to make about 50 of these guys for my base. So let's get to it. Yeah, we need to collect a lot of tungsten ore here. We can make the carbon. So we don't have to worry about that. And so we're going to make the tungsten triangles, like I like to call them, right here. So small temporary setup, since we don't have a lot of tungsten right now. I'm going to box this stuff in here and get started. We got a lot of bonus production down here, so That will definitely help out a lot when collecting the early stage of tungsten takes a long while. So the best way to collect this stuff is just to bot it out, break the rocks, and randomly go over. Of course, we have to do it pretty early before the bugs start to get out of control, because there will be a point I cannot stay out here. Alright, now let's make our first foundry here. Our big setup, good to go. Here we have it. We don't have any triangles, so I can't make too many of these right now. We're supposed to make foundries in the foundry now, because you get bonus production, so keep in mind to that. And we have to think about what we're doing here, so what we're looking to do is, first of all, get drills up and going, because we have to get drills to mine tungsten, so we need our miner updated here, so let's go take a look at what we need. The miners, it looks like we just need white science for this one. And we're done the tree here at Vulcanis, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we just have to worry about facilities here, so let's get our drills up and running, let's upgrade our miners, and then get a more consistent tungsten setup going on here. So for here, we have to collect calcite and tungsten through the left side. I'm not going to touch the right side right now. So we just have to reset up this and add a new filter for our base here. So we're going to have to cut into the line here and develop something new. As for the drills, we're just going to use normal turrets still. They don't really do too many bullets, and what an annoying bugger over there. We gotta go fix that real quick, hold on. As for the drills, I'll just skip to the end for you guys. And there we have it. Drills are done, everything looks functioning, let's continue on. Meanwhile, outside, I need to get these drills onto the tungsten, and I don't think I can do this with this amount of bugs at this point. We're gonna have to wait for our next Vulcanis planet, because this is way out of control. I will not be able to reach this tungsten patch down here. It's way too flooded. Meanwhile, while we're waiting, let's upgrade our power a little bit. We're just gonna copy and paste our old power plant here, and there we have it. Just also do a little work for me. Final product. Next we're looking to find a new research queue here, so I need to get my drills up and running, but I also want to push up some other minor upgrades here, so we'll get those done. Alright, we've found another Vulcanis planet. In a couple of attempts, you don't always get to your planet that you request. It'll take some time. Reloads our couple planet queues, so let's get started. Now we have our tungsten ready on the left side drills, so let's get that up and going. Now, that tungsten patch is always in worm territory, as we can see. So we have to be a bit careful here, and we're going to have to prepare to kill this worm before it kills us. And we're missing power on this guy. Let's just fix that real quick. Running nice and smooth all speed modules. We're coming in here and it's being stored perfectly. Everything looks good. So let's prepare for this worm. What we're going to do is a bunch of turrets. What you do in the main game, early game. So what we're going to do here now. Saved a bunch of these from military, and we're going to use all these red ammo and a bunch of turrets, and there's no problem with the bonus upgrades we get on this mod. So yeah, I'm just building some material that we need for later, and lots of storage, and all this spare tungsten here. I'm still manually throwing the tungsten in. I don't want to attach it into the space right now. It's a bit of a nuisance, so still manually throwing this stuff in here. Now, we've been collecting our resources here because I want to have bigger storage units. We need to be able to go through different planets, especially with scrap. We're gonna need a lot of storage space for that, so we're thinking like a couple 100,000 space for storage units. So storing tungsten here, we're gonna be storing iron over there, and that's what we're gonna be doing. What? Oh, the worm finally attacked. Yeah, it didn't last very long. Sure, it worked out great. So yeah, that's not a problem anymore. We're safe to. We're good for another hour. So we're building our tungsten line up here, and we're still manually throwing it up for now. But we have to get onto drills and the sciences, so we'll be attaching all this stuff up momentarily. We have some liquid iron here. Get our drills up and running. We need more drills to the right side as well, so finish those off. And all my science came in, so now I get a new shiny armor. We get to fill up our grid here. And we'll be running fast from now on. Looking forward to that. Next, we have to plan out how we're going to be doing the new base. Because right now we do not have enough product for the other planets. So we're going to have to move to liquid. Molten iron and molten copper. So we're going to set up that up here and figure things out. So I decided to offset the belts up top, and then we can have one calcite line, one iron line, and then just attach like so. We have storage and connectivity at the same time. Looks like it'll work pretty well. Meanwhile, we have to store some calcite, so let's get that into the miner here. Some of these don't seem to be working. Oh, they're just filled. Okay, we're good. So calcite's being stored, being sent up top. We don't need too much because calcite is very efficient in terms of quantity, so we're just going to fill up all these chests here. 400 each. Next, we can get rid of the old. We no longer use this. This is now banned. Temporarily, we'll be just forming iron from the foundries up top, but for now, get rid of this old stuff. We need some more room for filters later anyways, so we're gonna have to use in the space for other purposes. And that seems to be going well. The first iron's coming in here. Let's see if it all works. We just have red hands, so the input's a bit slow, but it should start functioning. And there we have it. First liquid iron. For now, we're going to temporarily put plates down here. We'll be getting rid of that later, but to keep the base running, this is how we do it. Very nice. Now for the other side. Same as the other side. Copper. Lighting it up. Starting it up. Copper's ready to go. And to finalize, we have the Vulcanis science up here at the top. We don't need too many. And now we have orange science, I like to call it. And there we have it. Vulcanis science we needed for more room, and now we have it. Now we're just gonna look at the next research queue here and try to send more drills here. Gonna maximize these. That's what we're looking for. Meanwhile, we're going to start storing material for our next base. So we're going to need lots of bots, lots of foundries, green assemblers, and whatever we need to get everything up and running as fast as possible. So they're doing that. I have been expanding and building belts this entire time that this video has been running. You've noticed in the background. So we have tons of boxes, tons of these storage units, and we're going to start expanding everything into these new units. So we have hours upon hours of storage for every piece of material that we need, so we can be off planet for some time and all the sciences keep running. That's what we definitely have to get going here. You can see it's getting pretty busy up here in the foundry room. So we have our tungsten lined up now. We have the scrap, which we do not have the planet for yet, but we're preparing for it. And now we're thinking that we're gonna need some of these modules here. So we're gonna build temporary base up here and think about starting that up soon. Probably not right now, but this space is for this kind of development. So before we start the new base from scratch, we're going to do little segments. So I'm making a new oil segment here, the new section. So we'll be doing that for now, just so we can keep things running, keep science running, and we can do this little partitioning. Meanwhile, you can see this advanced little collector here. Getting some more coal, trying to fill everything we need to. Now, every time I do a drill upgrade, it shifts every little belt here, so I have to redo this every time. Meanwhile, this is the new nuclear setup. Smallest little thing, but this will last for hours. It's all we really need, so that'll look for that. Now we're gonna try to build some red. Everything at this point is gonna be botted for the most part, to try to save on space and save on time here. So, starting red science. Meanwhile, we're ready to advance to Fulgora for next time.